Hello guys, welcome to Average Student. Today we're going to learn how to factor quadratics. So, before we get started, let's get clear on what factoring quadratic means. So when we're given a function like this, x squared plus bx plus c, and we convert it into two different brackets. So when we go from this one to this, it's called factoring. And if we go the other way around, then that's called expanding, which I will cover in a different video. So basically it's just going from a longer version of a function to two smaller versions in a simple way. So let's go over an example so you guys can better understand what it means. So here's our function, x squared minus 2x minus 24. So for factoring, there are 2 points that we need to remember. First point is, what two numbers that multiply to negative 24, right? We need to find two numbers that will multiply together to negative 24. And the second point is with this second number here, negative 2. So we need to find two numbers that add up to negative 2. We need to find two numbers that satisfy both of these conditions that we have. In order to do that easily, I'm going to recommend one trick that has helped me. What we want to do is we want to make a table. Over here, we're going to write negative 2. And on the right side, we will write negative 24. And on top of that, we want to put our signs. It has to add up to negative 2, and it has to multiply to equal to negative 24. So now let's start doing multiplications. So we know 1 times 24 is 24, right? So if we were to go negative 1 times 24, we'll get negative 24. But if we add them up, we won't get negative 2. If we go negative 1 plus 24, we'll get 23, right? So these two numbers won't work, so let's go to the next ones. Next one we know is 2 times 12 is equal to 24, right? So let's say we go negative 12 times 2, which equals to 24. But if we go negative 12 plus 2, that equals to negative 10. So it does not equal negative 2. So this won't work either. So now let's go to 3 times 8. So 3 times 8 is 24, and we can make either of them negative to equal to negative 24. But if we were to add them up, we would either get negative 5 or 5, right? Next in line is 4. So 4 times 6 is 24. And I think this one will work because let's say negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. And negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2, right? Let's check that here. Negative 6 times 4 is equal to 24, negative 24. So this checks out. And let's do negative 6 plus 4. This will equal to negative 2. So this one also checks out. So now that we have our two numbers that we were looking for, right? We pretty much plug these numbers into this form. So we can write x, and this bracket will have one number, and this another bracket will have the second number. So we basically just write x minus 6, and then in the second bracket we just put plus 4, and that's it. This is our answer. This is factorized form. So this would be our final answer. And now there's one tip that I would give you guys to help you make this process easier, is writing down this table, making this table. This table is important. It will help you make the process easier. And if you guys are still not sure how to do it and you need some practice, I'll give you some practice examples that you guys can try, and I'll also give you an answer so you guys know if you got it right or not. So here are my practice questions. And the answers to these questions are, so yeah, try these two out. But if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer them. And you won't always get questions like these where there is no values in front of x. Sometimes there will be a value in front of x. So that we will cover in the next video. And those functions usually look like ex squared plus bx plus c. And with these functions, you will have a variable here. So when you have a variable here, you can't follow this step that we showed you here. You need to do a different step. So that I will cover in the next video, and I will link that video at the end of this video as well. So thank you for watching. If I helped you in any way, consider subscribing, and good luck on your exams.